have a whole list of things that I want and I wish and I desire for our next president to do for us. But first thing first, let me keep it a buck. I just want Trump out. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like his mouth gets us in trouble so much. I don't want to be lied to. I don't want, like, you know, we're dealing with a pandemic right now, right? And I just want answers. I want to know when this is over. Like, you know, I want to go back to my job. I want to be able to go outside. I want to be able not to feel like I'm trapped in my home. But I don't want somebody to lie to me and tell me that it's okay to go outside. It's okay not to wear a mask, that everything is going to be okay. No, I want like a timeline of when things are going to get better. I want a president to tell me what are the steps for us to get better besides, taking precautions like with our masks and quarantining. I need somebody to tell me like, this is going to be over when we find this cure. This is why it's taking so long. This is why other countries are doing better than ours when it comes to this pandemic. I need somebody to tell me the truth, the hardcore truth. And also, I, of course, want free Medicare. And this is why it's important to have free Medicare, because look what's happening right now. You see why we should have been have free Medicare for a long time. I, of course, think that we need a free college education. That's second. And I want Black people to stop getting killed and no justice for it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I just want more stricter laws that is fair to Black citizens. And, you know, it's fair for cops too. If you kill somebody that doesn't have a weapon on them, you go to jail. You know what? If I kill somebody, I gotta go to jail. You gotta go to jail too. That's all I want.
Welcome to my channel, Mother Suckers. Hey, in today's video, I wanted to discuss the interview between Cardi B and Joe Biden. So Elle magazine featured these two for the September issue, and Cardi B sat down with our hopefully soon to be president to discuss Medicare, college tuition, and the fight for racial injustice. I've seen so many mixed reviews about this interview on Twitter. You have some people that believe that Biden is just pandering to us and they're using Cardi B to pander. You have some people that say, you know, Cardi B shouldn't speak on politics. Cardi B's not Black. She shouldn't speak for Black people. And then you have people that are saying, listen, she's using her platform to speak. What other artists are doing that? And so I posed the question in my community tab, has Cardi B evolved? Has the Black community forgiven Cardi B for the things that she said in the past? Are we listening to Cardi B when she's speaking to, you know, future presidents and future senators, and when she's speaking about issues and how we can fix them? Now, this is not the first time Cardi B has sat down and interviewed a political figure. She interviewed with Bernie Sanders, and I believe Bernie Sanders was actually the candidate that she wanted to win the presidential election.
And I'll be looking on my Instagram, and I know that there's so much people, like the youth, supports you so much. I know they support you so much. So when I see that you dropped out of the race and everything, I kind of know why, because it's so expensive. It's very expensive to run a campaign, and when things are not going, you know, the way that you want it to go, it's just like, hey, let me just drop it right now before we spend money on other things. And I was really upset because I keep telling the youth, and I keep telling my people and my supporters, like, it's like, you guys really have to go and vote. And now we are now we're stuck between 45. We won't name more here. You know what I'm saying?
Child, poor Bernie didn't know what Cardi B was saying. Now, I don't think that Cardi B is pandering when she speaks about Black Lives Matter or when she's speaking to these politicians. I do believe that motherhood has changed Cardi B in a lot of ways. And I do believe that us as influencers, Black influencers, pro-Black influencers, you guys, I do believe that Cardi B reads and she watches what we say. And I think that a lot of us has influenced a change in Cardi. And I've said this time and time again on my channel that a lot of times when mixed race women or non-black women have babies with black men, and these babies look like the very people that can potentially, face anti-blackness, face colorism, face inequality in education, when they have these children that look like us, that changes something in them as well. Cardi has always been political, but I think that I don't know. I think there's something a little bit different with her. Like now she's saying, I'm black, I'm black, I'm black. When before she was saying, I'm in an interracial relationship. I'm, Latina. Like I said, these conversations that we're having online, especially behind, blackness and, who's black, who's not black, what is blackness. I think a lot of people, a lot of us, we learned so much, specifically, I would say like in the last 3 years about who we are as people and how can we identify. And I think that it's important to understand that people are allowed to learn, people are allowed to grow. I think before, Cardi B, and like I said, I'm from New York, so in New York it's like you either Spanish or you're black. So with that type of verbiage, it's like, okay, if you're Spanish, then you're not black. Where I've had conversations with some of my, quote unquote Spanish, because we know Spanish is a language, but we say Spanish. But I've had conversations with my Spanish friends, and they say things like, yeah, we know that we're black, but we're not black American, we're black Latinos. So there are Latinos that they don't necessarily know how to identify, because blackness in America might be different from, blackness in Puerto Rico. It's the same blood, but different way of expressing how you identify. And I have to call out the hypocrisy, okay? I have to call it out because I've seen it since Obama was elected. And, a lot of people now can say, oh, I never called him black. I never called him black. But when Obama became president, it was global headline, the first black president of the United States of America. Global headline. I felt proud. We all felt proud. Like, oh my God, like I just witnessed history. A black man has become president of this white ass, racist ass country. So, it was a moment for all of us. And then we later found out he's biracial. Some people didn't care. They're like, listen, he's still black. He looks black. He quote unquote acts black. He's black. That's a black man. That's a black first family. But when it comes to Kamala Harris, honey, the think pieces on Twitter, actually some of them are really quite interesting and well written, if I do say so myself. But the think pieces on Twitter behind, is she a black woman or not? Because headlines said that, she could be the first possible, black female vice president. And y'all said she ain't black. So then poses the next question: can non-black people or mixed race people fight for black people? And even furthermore, can they represent us? Now, the ideal goal is for everyone to support black people, right? That's the whole point of the Black Lives Matter movement, to show the world, to show America that as black people, we are the most oppressed. As black people, we are the most unprotected. So if we have everyone on board who says, yo, like their lives do matter, let's come together, let's fight for them, and let's protect them, that is the goal. So when people say like, oh, we don't need non-black people fighting for us, no, we do need genuine non-black people as allies. Genuine non-black people as allies. We do need that. Now, as far as representation, we do not need Cardi B to represent black women. I love that she loves politics and that she has a beautiful black daughter, and that she's involved. I love all of that. I love that she collabs with black women. I love all of that. But unfortunately, Cardi B cannot represent black women for so many reasons. I think the main reason for this is because black women, African American women, ADOS women, unambiguous, beautiful women cannot do what Cardi B has done, cannot say what Cardi B has said, cannot act the way Cardi B has acted, and still have this platform and still, push her love for politics and come up here with these nails and this hair and this attitude and this demeanor, and be celebrated. We like to see all of this on non-black bodies. And, even if she does identify as black, she can admit that she is a racially ambiguous black. If she, I don't know what percentage Cardi B black, is really running up in them veins, but, she has a privilege. that ADOS, unambiguous Black women don't have. And therefore, these women don't want her to represent, right? They don't want her to represent. They want someone who looks like them, who is intelligent, well-spoken, well-behaved, well-dressed. A lot of times Black women, we automatically get thrown into so many negative stereotypes. So the fact that Cardi B is also that negative stereotype, but she gets to thrive, that's a clear example of anti-Blackness. And personally, I do believe that politicians should be respectable, right? But respectability politics went out the window when Trump became president. And it's really interesting to me how a lot of Trump supporters are saying, oh, Cardi, she did the WAP song. How is she doing an interview with Biden? Oh my God, the Democrats are a joke. Oh, she talks like this. She talks about sex. She's vulgar. These nails. She's loud. But, yeah, your president touches women without consent. So there's that. I do want to read some of the comments you guys left to the question on my community tab where I said, has Cardi B evolved? Shay says, yes, she has evolved. We are the same age, and I have as well. Plus, motherhood will do that for women sometimes. P.S. I do not believe you have to fit a mold to be involved in politics. Sex workers, rappers, lawyers, and doctors all deserve a voice in my opinion. So I am glad she is using hers. And you know what, Shay, that really is a good point. I think everyone has a voice and everyone deserves to be heard, regardless of their occupation. However, it's just interesting how Cardi is always the one speaking out, right? Like, I wonder if it's something where, like, is she seeking them? Are they seeking her? Are there other Black artists who are interested? Like, what if these other Black rappers and poets and artists, like, what if they're just not interested? I don't know. Should we silence Cardi because she's Cardi? Or should we let her speak for us because, listen, she's saying shit that we want fixed? Anisha says she is helpful but also hurtful. She can be an ally, but we must not allow media and celebrities to take our voices. She can give insight and opinion, but she should not be taken as the voice of people she is not a part of. I can see what is happening to Asian Americans. I can voice my opinion, but never should my voice be the voice of their movement. I completely agree with that. Kat says you can't speak woke and your music is asleep. Hashtag do anything for clout. And Anala says, true, but so many artists don't use their music to speak about politics. I'm not gonna lie, like, I do consider myself woke to an extent, and a lot of my music that I listen to when I'm, out, or I need to get hyped up, or I'm working out at the gym, or used to go to the gym, a lot of times I need that type of music. Like, I need that ratchet, ratchet, hyper music. But of course, my catalog of music and my taste in music is so diverse. Like, I don't know. I think as women, as people, we're allowed to be nuanced. Like, we're allowed to, like WAP. I like WAP. You're allowed to like the song, but also allowed to go out and research, who you're going to vote for in November. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to be nuanced. I think because Cardi is such a, like, sex symbol, when she speaks on politics, many of her opinions and views, although we may agree with them, they're not respected. Lex says, absolutely not. Anybody can have an opinion on any topic. Doesn't make them an expert. I was actually cringing during her whole interview. She not even Black, but the embarrassment is trickling down. Just can't call someone political because they interviewed with a couple of politicians. He should have asked her what the 3 branches of government are and how they work. Anyway, love you, Loho. Let me start my morning. Good morning, Lex. Love you too. Whew, yeah, honey, the comments are in shambles, honey. Why did I ask y'all that? Okay. But, I do appreciate everyone for commenting. The general census is that, she's not Black and she shouldn't speak on Black issues. I personally don't think that someone needs to be Black to want to see improvement, or to want better for the community. I don't necessarily think you have to be Black. If you're someone like me who's empath, you just want good for all people. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily, like, I'm not trans, but I feel like I feel empathy for trans women, and I will speak out and fight for trans women. Should trans women then say, well, Iloho, you're cisgender, like, you shouldn't be speaking out for us? No, they look at it like, okay, cool, an ally. As long as you stay loyal to your allyship, down, But I can obviously see so many problems here. I know this video is probably going to be one of my most unpopular opinions. I do think that people have people should be given the opportunity to grow. People should be given the opportunity to change. I do see some evolvement in Cardi B. Maybe it's always been there and I just wasn't paying attention, but I do see that motherhood has definitely had an effect on how she perceives blackness. You know, she probably wants to feel connected to her daughter. Well, she is connected to her daughter, but as far as race is concerned, you know, she wants to raise her daughter to love her blackness. So by that, and I've seen many mothers do this, by that, they'll just claim it as well. They'll say, we are beautiful black women. We are beautiful. Black is beautiful. We are beautiful. It's a mother-daughter thing. But y'all, girl, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section, honey. I already know what y'all think down in the comment section. That's fine. I'm here to listen to all differences and opinions. But I did want to ask you guys one last question. If not Cardi B, what other artists would you like to see use their platform to, you know, speak with politicians, speak with people that are running in the elections? Like, what other artists would you like to see use their platform that you feel like could represent black women and ADOS women in particular? Do you think Cardi B is pandering? Do you think Cardi B has changed? Do you forgive Cardi B for the anti-black and colorist things that she said in the past? Let me know what you think down in the comment section, and I'll see you at the next one.
You got to go to jail too.